The fact of the matter is, whether you've been in network marketing for years or just a few days, your family and friends have seen your opportunity and your phone is, as we call it, burnt. If you're anything like me, that's a scary thought. So the big question is, how do entrepreneurs like us, who love the network marketing profession, who no longer want to be that guy, and are tired of convincing people during uncomfortable let's get coffee meetings where they say, what's this all about? How do we market in a way that aligns us with our dream clients and expands our network of upfront and transparent professionals, allowing us to get our time back, our families back, and gain a real passive asset? People like us who value impact over income, we deserve to see our visions once and for all. Join me in this podcast where we'll uncover just how to do that. My name is Eric Sablon. Welcome to Burnt Phone Marketing. Super excited, become the upline, super excited for everyone to be here. We've got, guys, like I'm almost fangirl status right now because I met this guy, like I was like always looking up like this guy's doing it, this guy's doing it, this guy's doing it. And have you ever met that guy that you're like, holy cow, and then you meet him like for real, and it's just like he's a guy. He's normal. He's like no, he's normal. If he can do it, you can do it. So I met him at Funnel Hacking Live a couple of last February or March, early last year when we were still traveling. I met him at the at Funnel Hacking Live, and it was an amazing thing. So hashtag live if you're coming in live, hashtag replay if you're coming in on the replay. And where you're coming in from, a lot of our normal people know that they already put where they're coming in from live. So have you guys ever thought that automation was something cool? Hashtag chatbot. Because I just want to know out there, like how many people actually were like, chatbot is a legitimate thing to do. Because we're going to go over today with one of the industry leading chatbot and marketing experts from the ClickFunnels space today. I'm just going to talk about him. So he's an expert in messenger marketing and chatbots. His accomplishments are, he's one of only 737 people in the world that have hit the coveted 2 Comma Club award in the ClickFunnels space. Before he was a 7-figure earner, he had his own online consulting business, and then he basically went into the ClickFunnels space and started selling some amazing digital products. So, guys, please help me welcome the one and the only Mr. Nico Moreno to the show, guys. Welcome, Nico.
Oh, thank you so much, Eric. It's my pleasure to be here, and thank you so much, everybody who's watching. I'm thrilled to be here and to share and answer questions and talk with you guys. So thank you so much for having me.
Well, I did hype you up a little bit yesterday, and I said it in our AMA that we might have a little bit time for Q&A, but I kind of just want to start off with, tell us a little about, what you do and what got you started into this crazy marketing world.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey. So what I do right now is primarily I'm focused on helping experts, coaches, consultants, and anyone who is typically offering their own product or their own service. I help them scale up their offer using high-ticket sales funnels and chatbots. So ManyChat. It sounds like everybody here is very familiar with chatbot marketing and ManyChat, and so that's one of the main tools that we use. So that's kind of what I do right now. Before that, before this, I did quite a lot of different things, really. So I started off doing copywriting. That was sort of the first real, real service that I started offering people, and that got me sort of that freedom from the 9 to 5. So before that, I was working at I worked at a software tech company, and really did not enjoy that. It was not, that's what made me realize, hey, there's David commenting with the goats. Yeah, so my very first job that sort of made me realize that the 9 to 5 was not for me was at a software consulting type of job. really did not like that. So I ended up getting into, I worked at a tech startup after that. I thought it would be a more cool, like fun vibe. And that was actually an online marketing tech startup. So that sort of opened my mind to the world of digital marketing and online marketing. It had really nothing to do with what I do right now, but I did learn a little bit about just the advertising space and what it was like to, like I started learning about like ads, and some of our customers that I worked with at that company were affiliate marketers. And so it kind of opened my eyes to just a couple different topics that a lot of us here probably aren't aware of. And after that, yeah, like I said, I started offering copywriting services. That was the first real thing that sort of got me freedom from the 9 to 5, right? So I started doing copywriting, but after a while, I noticed that I was actually losing a lot of clients, losing a lot of like prospective clients, and their reason was they didn't want just copy; they also wanted sales funnels. And so I had heard that, I started hearing that a lot, and I was like, okay, dang, like, you know, I could have got that client, but they didn't, you know, they wanted sales funnels, and I don't know how to do that. So after hearing that enough, I was like, okay, it's time for me to learn sales funnels and learn whatever that skill is. So I decided to learn that skill. And when I did, I started offering sales funnels. I started actually positioning that as my main offer. So I was always kind of doing like freelance marketing services for the first, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 years that I was working, you know, for myself. I was doing freelance services. And yeah, I got into sales funnels and did Facebook ads as well. And then as I was running Facebook ads, there was one day where I saw this interesting, unique little thing that was a chat bot, and it allowed you to like message through the ad. And I was like, oh, this is really cool, but I don't quite understand it. But I just thought it was really unique, and I noticed it for the very first time. And I was like, okay, that's really cool. I'm gonna take note of that. And so I kind of just like kept going with what I was doing, and yeah, I just got more into playing around with the type of Facebook ad that at the time that you could actually turn into like a messenger chat conversation. And yeah, so I really sort of stumbled upon it by accident. And then at one point I just kind of decided, I was like, you know what? I am pretty sure that this is going to be a thing someday. Like this is going to be a big thing. And that was it. I just decided, I was like, I'm going to be the person to learn this. And, you know, there were, of course, some other people, you know, teaching how to do this, but there were very few people that were even aware of what chatbots were. And second of all, like even fewer people like showing other people like how to utilize it. So I just decided one day, I was like, I'm going to create a Facebook group on Messenger bots. And that was it. And yeah, then I just started learning and started offering that as its own service. And then I also launched a course sort of like around the same time, and then on how to use messenger bots for your business as well. And yeah, those all kind of like, those happened kind of at the same time, and like, yeah, they just started growing. And since really not very many people still for a while were utilizing that, I just sort of started becoming known as the person who did know how to do that. And that was really it. Like it was pretty like organic. I don't know, it just kind of like happened, if that makes sense.
So what you're saying is you were doing copy and you were killing it in copy. And then you went to, because your audience was asking for funnels, you decided to do funnels, because if you have good copy, you definitely can have good funnels. And then you saw the chatbot thing, and then you became the king of the space in chatbots by organically growing a Facebook group and then creating a course.
Yeah, that was definitely like that. That's been the first whole chunk of it. Absolutely.
So everyone on here, become the upline. Listen to what we just said, because David teaches this. Fabian teaches the same thing. Modeling, becoming exactly what your client's looking for, and then creating a community, and then organically growing. And then, you know, he's built some stuff, so he scaled to 7 figures so he can run ad space to that. So guys, just remember, he stumbled on the niche that he's in. So continue to be looking for that niche. So that's an amazing story. I'm just going to ask you, your early mentors and how they influenced the future of your success. Who were they in the space that you're in now?
Yeah, my early mentors. It's a great question. I've had several coaches, and I still have coaches right now. I think that's actually one thing, by the way, everyone who's watching, like, just highly recommend getting a mentor or multiple mentors. Like, I find it just, I don't want to say shocking, but I just am surprised that there's some people that actually view that as like weakness, like having to get a coach as like a weakness. It's literally the fastest way to success. Like, get multiple coaches now. Seriously, that will get you there faster. So yeah, to answer your question though, my early mentors, my very first coach was a copywriter. Like, she was a blogger who did copywriting. And she helped me get like my first couple of copywriting clients. And actually, she helped me scale. I worked with her for maybe like 6, 7, 8 months at the very beginning. And she helped me get to about $10,000 per month just by working with her. So yeah, I mean, she's not, she's not really like super well known in the space, but that was the first person who I worked with. Her name was Sarah. Love you, Sarah, if you're watching this. She really I mean, I pretty much dedicate like all of my success to like the mentors who helped me at each step of the way. Otherwise, like, I just would have been stuck at that step forever. So Sarah was the first one. Then I started working with a guy named Adam Wenig. Maybe some of you guys know him, maybe not. He's no longer really doing much online marketing stuff, but he was one of my coaches. He was in the 2 Comma Club when I started working with him, and he helped me with a lot of like mindset stuff and funnels and just understanding like how sales funnels and how online advertising works. And yeah, then I've been in, gosh, I mean, I probably had like 8 to 10 coaches or mentors by now. I've been in Alex Becker's programs like more than once. I've been in like 2 of his masterminds. I'm still in one of them. And yeah, I mean, really just have had a bunch of mentors and coaches, and really it's always gotten me the biggest ROI out of anything.
Wow.
Like getting a coach.
Big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's big.
Absolutely.
So yeah, guys, #1 if you guys have coaches at all inside your niche or what you're doing. Most of you become the upline students. Should be dropping a bunch of ones in here, but #1 if you have some coaches. And we always talk about this, is like, Michael Jordan was the best basketball player out there. So was Kobe Bryant. And they both had the same strength and conditioning and head coach. Not like head coach, but Tim Grover. So like, even the best of the best seek out coaching. So that's one thing that I'd say is, everyone out here, seek out some coaching, because it's definitely going to help you.
Absolutely.
I like this question. It says, why is Messenger Marketing and Chatbot a critical topic for Become the Upline members, and why should they pay attention in this area?
That's a great question. So I can't speak to why it's specifically important for Become the Upline members. I'm not 100% sure of like exactly what, I have an idea, but I'm not exactly sure like what your program, what your core thing is all about. But what I can say about chatbots and messenger marketing is it's just the easiest way to combine automation and personalization to rapidly scale any online offer. Wow. Really, like, it feels, and it is like genuine and personal, but it also allows you to leverage automation so that you just can scale your offer in the most quick way, while also giving the customer and the leads like a great experience.
So that's a huge nugget. That's exactly what we're trying to do and trying to explain. So the way that you put it is just fabulous. Being able to scale through automation in a personalized way. guys, hashtag value. If you just got dropped that value bomb, 'cause it's right there. I mean, I've been trying to explain it forever, and he puts it in 5 words. So there it is.
There we have it. You know, but it's super valuable because, you know, in this day and age, like everybody's seeing like webinars, right? Like, you know, when you go to a webinar, you pretty much know it's automated. It's like, and it kind of, like everyone's just kind of jaded from watching those long webinars or watching whatever, right? So you have to adapt and you have to learn new skills and you have to give your customers a better experience than everybody else in the past, right? Like if you want to build something special and if you want to stand out, you need to do it better. You need to be more personal and you need to care more and you need to deliver the best experience. And this is right now the way to do that in a scalable way.
That's 100%, 100% what you just said. Like people are having webinar fatigue, and this process, messenger marketing and chatbots, solves that issue. And I'm just glad that you're here, kind of telling our audience exactly why it's important. Because coming from you, it's so much broader and bigger that they'll understand. You know how you have that, you tell somebody to do something over and over and over again, and then somebody else says it, and all of a sudden it's like boom. There it is. That's the one. And this is definitely a powerful interview. I want to ask this one. I mean, you kind of went over that one already. So, okay, here. Do you see the overlooked opportunities in messenger marketing and chatbots right now? If so, where do you see that at?
Do I see, was the question like, do I see any overlooked opportunities?
Overlooked opportunities in the platform.
Oh, and like in the actual, in ManyChat, do you mean?
Yeah. Do you see any overlooked opportunities in messenger marketing or chatbots right now that people are not doing?
That's a great question. Truly, my just gut answer is that just not enough people are utilizing it. It's such a great tool, and it's such a great, it's just such a great marketing asset to have going in your business and to just be using. Like literally, if you just use this tool versus not using it, like that's the overlooked opportunity. It's like actually using Messenger. Like there's still so few people are doing it, and the ones who do, you know, of course there's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you understand how it works and how to get it working for you, it's like, I mean, it's just like a hot knife through butter.
Ooh, that's good. And I tell you what, that's exactly what happened to me when I was started to follow you and see exactly what you were doing. I literally just took what you were teaching and basically just built it out and I did a bunch of training. So I mean, I did do a bunch of training and I did learn the systems and how to do it. But once I started doing it and started picking up these little nuggets, it was like boom, super fast, super easy to put different aspects into it. Marlo, one of our awesome students, she's one of our top affiliates in our course. She says, "What's the best way to learn the tool?"
It's the best way to learn the tool. Yeah, that's a great question. So, I mean, I believe, Eric, I know you guys have a program. I'm not sure to what extent you cover it, but probably just learning from somebody else who knows how to use it really is the quickest way, because this is not to like talk down on ManyChat or anything, but the way that they're, you know, they don't, it's not, they don't create enough content on really how to utilize their platform the best. Because, you know, like they're just a software company, like they focus on the software. So their blog posts and all that, like it's kind of hard to figure it out just from like piecing together their blog posts and their, you know, their videos. So really the best way is just learning it from somebody who's already using it and who's already, you know, getting success with it. And I have a course, and like, yeah, I know you guys have a program. So that's the quickest way to learn the tool, is have somebody else show you how. Really.
Yeah. And I think on the mini chat side, they set it up more, those blog posts, more for someone that's kind of mid-level, already into the platform or something like that. They don't really push the basic or entry level to set up. So, and that's good on them because they have a different audience. But for someone starting out, like jumping through our course or your course is just an easy way to propel that and get started a lot faster.
Totally. And they again, this is absolutely in no way like talking down about them at all. It's they show you, they have content on like how to actually like use their tool and like use their platform, which is great. Like you need to know how to do that. They don't necessarily create a ton of content on different marketing strategies, like the higher level marketing strategy, and then like how to plug ManyChat into that to meet your marketing goal.
Right.
So they just focus on the informational step by step. Okay, here's how this piece of the ManyChat like works, and like that's it. So really, yeah, I would say just learning from someone who is doing a similar thing as you and who knows how to use ManyChat.
Okay, that's a great answer. That is a great answer. Tabitha, so I saw a post a while back that you said this. It was in one of your groups. She posts, "Oh, I thought you created ManyChat," and I remember one post. Guys,
oh yeah,
make ManyChat.
no, it's hilarious. That's funny that you say that, Tabitha. Literally, there was a period, maybe a year ago or 6 months ago or something. I don't know why, but like there was one day where ManyChat, their software platform, like they were having an outage and it was like it wasn't working. And a bunch of people like messaged me on Facebook and they're like, Nico, ManyChat is broken. And I'm like, that's terrible. But I literally, like, everybody thought that I owned it. It was hilarious. And I did not know that everybody thought that I like created it. So no, I did not create ManyChat. I do have an online course though that is called Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs. And so that's what, when I say like my program, that's what I refer to.
Right.
Is that it teaches people how to use ManyChat, how to make money with ManyChat, and how to also start a couple different types of businesses with ManyChat as like the key skill that you're using.
Right. It's a fantastic course. We did that one. That was,
yeah, you guys, yeah, I know. I definitely know you guys did it. You guys have been doing great. That's awesome.
So, I mean, I don't. There's no more questions on the chat. And is there any specific tips that you would share with somebody that's okay? So most of our audience is in network marketing, and I know you did a network marketing bot for somebody a while back. Is there any specific tip you would give to our audience of network marketers or affiliate marketers that would kind of speed them up a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I would say the best way to speed yourself up in the process is, well, two things. A is like just don't be afraid to learn a new skill. Like just dive in. It's really actually, there's nothing scary about it. It's actually like really a fun skill to learn. Mm-hmm. So if there's no coding or anything like that, it's very drag and drop. So chatbots, yeah, they're very user friendly and they're very fun. So thing number one is like, do not be afraid. Just have fun and dive in. And thing number two is like have somebody who knows how to do it like show you. So you could just watch some videos by myself or Eric or David or someone who knows how to use it. Just like watch some of their videos and like just have them walk you through it, and you're gonna see visually like, okay, wow, this is actually not, it's not that hard, right? You kind of just like see it get like dragged out on the screen. You're like, okay, cool, I can do this. So that's it, really.
David's got a good question in here. He said, can you talk about don't sell the chatbot, sell the time freedom strategy?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So what David's talking about, and what I can talk a little bit more about, is when people try to sell chatbots. So for example, let's say you're wanting to create a business that where you're selling to clients, or even, let's network marketers, right? So if you're trying to get them on board with using chatbots, you don't want to talk about chatbots. So what do I mean by that? Okay, because that sounds like it makes no sense. But what I really mean by that is you want to sell the end results. So you want to sell the end results that chatbots can give your client or your customer, right? And what that really is, and what they actually want, they don't really care about whatever it takes to get in between, right? They want the end result. And what the end result is freedom. Typically, if you're in network marketing, it's freedom, right? You want more time freedom, you want more income, you want more just time to spend with your family. You don't always want to be like working, sitting at your desk, or working at a 9-to-5 job. You just want more freedom. And chatbots is the path to get you there, right? Because it leverages automation and it allows you to utilize technology and automation that we have at our disposal to get you freedom, because the chatbots are working for you essentially. They're kind of like doing all the things that you set them up to do. They're doing that automatically. You just set it up like one time and then you're done. Of course, there's some messaging that you may have to do if you're going to be following up with people personally, but it dramatically cuts down like 80–90% of the work. Like the chatbot's doing it for you. And so you need to sell that. That's freedom when you're not sitting there and doing the work yourself. A piece of technology is doing the work for you. So that is freedom, and that is what you need to focus on when you're speaking to your ideal client or customer.
That's a huge nugget and a big story about what we did about don't sell the chatbot, sell the freedom. We set up a chatbot for Marlo, or she set it up. She created it. She built it all out. She went to sleep one night and woke up with 5 appointments on her calendar the next day. So the system was working for her, and she followed up with all those customers and closed a few of them. So Fabian Brown comes in. It's his birthday weekend, so happy birthday to Fabian.
Happy birthday, Fabian.
It's his weekend. He doesn't do the birthday month, but he is like pulling the birthday week deal. I'm feeling he's pulling the birthday week. So his question is, when you started out building chatbots, what was the number one thing that you kept in mind to not get overwhelmed?
That's a great question. So my answer to that is focusing on what's the next step in your process, like in your sales process, right? So if it's getting them on the phone, then just focus on getting them on the phone with the chatbot, which could be that could be like a very quick thing, right? You don't have to worry about all this stuff that could potentially happen after, or all the little things that could happen in between, like if they type certain keywords, like just leave that all out. Just if the next step in your sales process is getting them on the phone, just focus on the one thing of getting them on the phone. So that could, again, just be a couple of messages and buttons.
Wow.
And that's it, right? So it really, there's no need to overcomplicate it. And actually, the less complex you keep it, the better results you're going to get. And the happier you're going to be and the more freedom you're going to have. So it's to everybody's advantage, literally, if you just keep it simple and just focus on getting them to the next step in the process. And that's it. And then, if you find later on that you need to add another step, then, add that in later.
So it's like test and then scale and then make it simple. But I love what you said. There's like the one thing, like if it's book a call, that's all you focus on. If it's deliver a Facebook cheat sheet, that's all you focus on. If it's go to the Facebook group, that's all you focus on. Like if you focus on the one thing that your funnel inside your mini chat is pushing everybody to, then just focus on that and it'll create a lot more clarity. Okay, boom.
Yep.
Got
that. Exactly.
I got maybe one or two more questions. Here's a great one. How would you pitch this to someone who is old school salesman who is used to face-to-face or phone calls?
Cool. Well, that's a great question, Tabitha. I would invite you to consider what is really most important to that person. So you're saying this old school person who's used to face-to-face or phone calls. So what's most important to them? Well, they likely want to get the same number of phone calls or more without doing face-to-face, right? This is just my guess. You would have to actually kind of understand a bit more about what that ideal client wants. But they likely want to get the same number of phone calls or more without doing any face-to-face. So sell that result, because chatbots can do that.
There you go. Sell the result. Sell the result of their problem. So understanding their problem, like if they want to pitch more people, they can run through more people without having as many face-to-face calls, face-to-face or phone calls, and still convert the same amount of people, but they'll be highly motivated or highly educated to understand what their issue is, and why you're solving it. I love it, Marlo. Keep it simple.
Exactly. Oh, she got the we got the PG version. Keep it simple.
Yeah, she got the PG version.
Very
So,
good.
I mean, that's all. Honestly, that's all I got. I mean, we're at the 30-minute marker, and I said I'd be very conscious with your time. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for jumping on. Is there any last words that you would say to the audience, or I mean, I always ask everybody what Nico Moreno's mic drop question is. So, what is Nico Moreno's mic drop phrase?
What's my mic drop phrase? That's a good question. I don't know. Live life, have fun, be happy, help people. That's it.
And you've done that, a lot. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate you jumping on. I appreciate you sharing all of your knowledge with the audience. And it's just amazing to actually have you on the interview, and like super fangirl status. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Thank you so much, Eric, for having me and for inviting me into your community. I really appreciate it. And to everybody who's watching, thank you so much for your time and attention. And it's been a pleasure. And yeah, if you want to check me out, is it okay if I share like where they can find me?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you can reach out to me here on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook. You can just message me here. I've also got a YouTube channel. You can go over to YouTube and search Nico Moreno, and I'll pop up there. You can also go to nicomoreno.org to find out more as well. So any of those places, I'll be happy to connect with you.
So we'll drop that. We'll drop those in the show notes. We'll drop those in on the chat. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about Nico, because I mean we do, Nico's amazing. So just drop Nico, hashtag Nico, and we will get all of the information to you guys. Just hashtag Nico inside the chat, and we'll get you dialed in. So yeah, thank you, Nico. I appreciate it. You are awesome. You're amazing. You're just an amazing individual, and I appreciate your time and just pouring out to everybody.
Thank you so much, Eric. Again, appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been super fun.
This was fun. All right, guys. Catch you later. Are you tired of those lame Facebook groups that provide no value? Well, our Facebook group is awesome. Go to unlockthefbgroup.com and get access to our Facebook group, where you will be able to find interviews of top network marketers and Q&As where you can jump in and talk to them live. We also have massive training. We provide a bunch of free tools. So jump into that group. Again, that's unlockthefbgroup.com. We'll ask you a few questions in mini chat, because that's what we do, and make sure that you're not a spammer and get you into the group right away. So again, go to unlockthefbgroup.com and don't be a spammer.